Welcome, senior leaders and managing directors of vocational training providers, to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into dismantling what is likely the most expensive, hidden bottleneck in your job placement process. We're going to look at a solution that's designed specifically for continuing education institutions that want to lower their operational costs, maximize job placement success, and really empower their staff. So let's jump right in and look at exactly how we can transform your operations. I want you to stop and consider a really fundamental business question. What does manual job search actually cost your institution? We all know that after a candidate finishes a training program, well, that's when the real work of placement begins. But think about your highly skilled job coaches for a second. Right now, they're probably scouring multiple job portals manually. They've got countless tabs open, they're reading through blocks of unstructured text, and they're just trying to figure out if a role fits a specific course profile. It is an enormous operational drain.
Let's actually quantify that drain. 3 to 5. That is the number of hours your job coaches are spending every single week per course area just manually searching, comparing, and stripping out duplicate vacancies. When you multiply that across the weeks and then across all your various course offerings, the sheer scale of this repetitive administrative burden becomes pretty staggering. That's highly valuable time being spent doing robotic data entry, honestly, like we're still stuck in the dial-up era, instead of building real human connection.
Let's translate those hours into a pretty harsh financial reality. Those 3 to 5 hours a week, they compound into roughly 200 lost hours per year per full-time course. And in financial terms, that's up to 8,000 euros in wasted personnel costs annually just for one single course track. And remember, that is simply to find the job listings. It doesn't even include the time to actually place the candidate.
So the absolutely crucial point here is this. The true cost isn't just the financial hit. It is a massive opportunity cost. Every hour spent manually refreshing a job board is an hour stolen from what actually drives your business results. It means less time for personal counseling, less time for individual participant support, and ultimately, less time for successful job placement and building those vital employer relationships. Your coaches are out there doing administrative heavy lifting when they should be coaching.
And that brings us directly to the solution. Enter JobRadar. Now, JobRadar is not some convoluted black box AI software that requires an engineering degree to figure out. It is an incredibly streamlined, automated job market radar. It continuously monitors more than 80 sources to deliver pre-screened, highly relevant vacancies right to your team. It completely eliminates that manual search time, meaning your coaches can finally get back to actually coaching.
The difference between these two approaches is literally night and day. With manual search, a human can realistically keep an eye on maybe 3 to 8 portals, deduplicating everything by hand and burning those 3 to 5 hours a week. JobRadar, on the other hand, is continuously monitoring over 80 sources. We're talking public boards, specialized platforms, RSS feeds, APIs, the whole shebang. Deduplication is fully automatic, filtering out the spam and the repeats instantly. So that search time per week, it drops from hours to exactly 0 minutes.
Let's look at how this actually works in practice, because you'll see just how effortless it is. It's really just 3 steps. Step 1, you define one general course profile, just the basics: occupational fields, relevant skills, region, and employment type. Step 2, JobRadar takes over. It monitors those 80+ sources and scores the matches. Step 3, your job coaches simply open a beautifully structured email report every Monday morning. That's it. A single, one-time configuration completely replaces endless daily manual searches.
So what exactly is landing in your coach's inbox? Well, every Monday, they receive a clean, fully structured email that's ready for immediate action. It's packed with highly relevant vacancies matched specifically to their course. It includes an AI relevance score from 0 to 100, matching skill tags so they can see at a glance why it's a good fit, company and location details, and direct links right to the original job advertisements. No logging into a dozen different systems. It's all just right there. Now let's pause on that AI relevance score for a second, because this is exactly where the system filters out all the noise. Instead of just doing a dumb keyword search, the system evaluates every single collected vacancy against your specific course profile. It looks at the occupational field, the required skills, the region, and the employment type, and then it assigns a score from 0 to 100. Your coaches instantly know which opportunities deserve their immediate attention and which ones they can confidently ignore.
Okay, I want to pivot to some real operational figures to prove the sheer scale of what we're talking about here. 1,158 in a single evaluated month, running in a live environment. That is the number of raw job vacancies the JobRadar system automatically collected and analyzed for a configured search profile.
But, raw data isn't really helpful, right? Refined data is. From those 1,158 raw vacancies, the system automatically identified 394 highly relevant matches. It tossed out the duplicates, it filtered out all the irrelevant noise, and it handed the job coaches nearly 400 actionable, high-quality leads for their participants, all without them having to lift a single finger to search.
This level of automation creates a massive operational impact. We're talking about JobRadar successfully covering 462 different job titles across 210 geographic locations. To put that into perspective, these figures represent a significantly broader, deeper job market coverage than any human team could ever manually achieve. So you aren't just saving time, you are vastly expanding the pool of opportunities for your graduates.
Now, a super important point here for leadership and compliance. JobRadar maintains complete human control. The system operates strictly on general course profiles. It does not process individual participant CVs or any personal data. It makes absolutely zero automated application, placement, or hiring decisions. The AI simply does the heavy lifting of the search. Your expert job coach reviews that pre-selected list and makes the final human decision on what is suitable for each specific participant.
The core philosophy here is actually really simple. JobRadar does not replace job coaches. It automates time-consuming job market research so that coaches can focus on personal guidance, individual support, and successful placement. This technology is an empowerment tool. It removes the robotic work from the humans so the humans can be, well, more human.
Let's look at the financial bottom line. We established earlier that manual search personnel costs can drain up to 8,000 euros per year per full-time course. Contrast that with the JobRadar standard package, which is just 149 euros per month. The return on investment is immediate. By eliminating that manual research phase, you are reclaiming thousands of euros in operational capacity for a fraction of the cost.
To make this completely accessible, JobRadar offers a highly compelling trial month for just 49 euros. And this isn't some restricted demo. For 49 euros, you get up to 3 course profiles configured. You'll receive 4 weekly reports based on real, live vacancy data in your market. It includes personal onboarding via video call, set up within 24 hours, and absolutely no long-term contract. You can cancel it monthly. And honestly, this builds into an entirely risk-free proposition. JobRadar offers an ironclad, performance-based money-back guarantee. If the system does not identify at least 20 relevant vacancies, and by that we mean a relevant score of 60 or higher, within your first 30 days, you receive a full refund of the trial cost, no questions asked. The risk is entirely on the platform to perform and deliver measurable value to your institution.
Every single week you wait is another week your highly trained job coaches are spending hours copying and pasting job links instead of placing candidates. It's time to modernize your placement operations, lower those hidden costs, and give your participants the broadest possible market coverage. The solution is ready, the setup takes less than a day, and the ROI is proven. Stop wasting valuable coaching hours on data entry. Start your trial month now by reaching out to Kirill Brueggemann at contact@kibbrug.de or visit kibbrug.de. I'll leave you with this final question to chew on. If your coaches could reclaim those 200 lost hours every year, how many more lives could your institution transform?